there's no question the human mind, that what the human being is best at doing is interpreting all new information so that their prior conclusions remain intact. I mean, that is a talent everyone seems to have mastered. And how do we guard ourselves against it? Well, we don't achieve it perfectly. I mean, Charlie and I have made big mistakes because, in effect, we have been unwilling to look afresh at something. That happens. But we do have, I think the annual report is a good feedback mechanism. I think that reporting on yourself, and particularly if you can report honestly, whether you do it through an annual report or do it through some other mechanism, is very useful. But I would say a partner who is not subservient and who himself is extremely logical, is probably the best mechanism you can have. I would say that on the contrary, to get back to looking things you have to be sure you don't fall into, I would say the typical corporate organization is designed so that the CEO opinions and biases and previous beliefs are reinforced in every possible way. I mean, having staffs around you that know what you want to do, you are not going to get a lot of you're going to get a lot of contrary thinking. I mean, most staffs, if they know you want to buy a company, you're going to get a recommendation. Whatever your hurdle rate, if it's 15% internal rate of return, which very few deals ever work out at, or 12, or they're going to come back and they're going to come back with whatever they feel that you want. And if you arrange your organization so that you basically have a bunch of sycophants who are cloaked in other titles, you're not going to get. You are going to leave your prior conclusions intact, and you're going to get whatever you go in with your biases wanting, and the board is not going to be much of a check on that. I've seen very, very few boards that can stand up to the CEO on something that's important to the CEO and just say, you're not going to get it. So you've hit on a terribly important point. That, all of us in this room want to read new information and have it confirm our cherished beliefs. I mean, it is just built into the human system. And that can be very expensive in the investment and business world. And like I say, I think we've got a pretty good system. And I think that most of the systems aren't very good that exist in corporate America.